So we're going to create the plans under each coverage type. This we discussed, and today we'll talk about retirement savings, and we'll go all these coverages one after another day. And then after additional tasks we have like business processes, EIB, and also how to configure enrollment event rules, cross plan dependence, open enrollment. Once we configure, we'll work on that area. Okay, right. So today we're going to cover retirement savings. We'll take that 401k only. So requirement is straightforward and simple. Let's say we are creating a 401k benefit plan, a percentage based plan. Okay. Now we'll call the name as provider company trust, or let's say company owned trust. And then coverage type will be, so we should be familiar with the order of configuration and terminology. The coverage type, let's call it as AMD 401k. And benefit group, we will use our own. We'll create a benefit event type. So this will create sir quickly. Yeah. Okay. So same process. All the 6 coverage types, we have the process is same. Like we have to create provider first, coverage type, then create a plan, then event, then enrollment, then plan your definition. So my request is please uh, identify or observe the process, what are all group process and groupings we are doing. Later we have to discuss complex. Okay, so I'm going to create provider as usual first. Create benefit provider. Uh, 112021. So let's say company on its own, they're maintaining the trust. So we will call it as company owned trust. Okay, and since company is owning their own trust, there's no URLs, etc. Please ignore. So here we are just getting one value, sir. Later we will discuss electronic signature, plan availabilities, etc. Then the next task, go to the maintain benefit coverage types. Under retirement savings, expand the section under retirement savings. Scroll down. Similarly, select the order button. I'm going to specify the order as 1 itself. Name is, let me call it as AMD 41K. So would you like to allow beneficiary designations? Beneficiaries are required. In simple, this is a retirement savings account. If something happens to an employee, any risk happens to an employee, so who is going to get this benefit? For example, an employee called Mr. John has contributed around 20,000 US dollars for his 401k retirement savings. Later, some risk happened to him. He expired. Then who has to get this amount? Either dependents or some beneficiary trustee. So would you like to make it mandatory? So which means whenever the employee opt in this plan, the employee has to input dependent details or beneficiary history, beneficiary information. Okay. Optional means is the employee interest. He can declare or he can ignore. Not applicable means you're not allowing employee to enroll in dependents, enroll in the sense the beneficial dependents, etc. Okay, so now let's make it as mandatory. We'll select required. No, we'll select optional because we have to do some testing. Let's take it as optional. Icon is just to identify whenever the employee is selecting. So just to identify the retirement savings. So retirement is not, so vision if we go So which one we will select as a retirement?
Probably
Let me
the
go with,
stock.
sorry, this one,
No, the stocks bottom.
stocks.
Uh,
Okay,
yeah, right there.
okay, employee
I mean,
benefit.
yeah, usually here they're tied to some kind of a mutual funds.
Oh, okay. And then now, this we already discussed. Let me explain again. Only one election. If you create multiple benefit plans on this coverage type, if you would like to choose only one election, then select this one. Since retirement savings always will create only one. Okay, only one. So there's no meaning of selecting this. So please ignore. This is a must-have coverage. Is it mandatory? You have to make it as mandatory for employees. I want to yes. Okay, I will select yes. When you select must-have coverage, you also have to select another field called auto enroll at worker level. Okay, so please select must-have coverage. Would you like to display employee cost? Yes. Would you like to display employer contribution? Yes, I would like to. Or would you like to bring this plan effective from next year first onwards? Then select this one, which means in the current year you are not allowing any employee to enroll into the plan. This plan will be effective from next year along with the open enrollment. If that is the case, select this one. In use, so far no plan has been created, so it is blank. Any questions on the screen, sir?
No, actually I
Okay.
do. So the one that you did not check, only one election. Could you
Hmm.
explain that one more time?
No, definitely. For example, actually, this is quite common for health savings. Let me take you one example here. I mean, healthcare.
Okay.
So here, if you see healthcare all selected 111, what we will do is, for example, you take medical, sir. Okay.
Hmm.
With the medical, I will create three plans: medical executive, medical management, medical non-management. Okay. Three plans I have created. When I create these three plans to different management levels, because I'm giving what do you call coverage different amounts for different management levels.
Yes.
I will create only one coverage type. Under this coverage type called medical, I'm going to create three benefit plans. Three benefit plans. Something like I want to write type it here, but one is executive. Let me do this way. I will create one for executive. And this is for I will create for same coverage type. With the help of this coverage type, I will create for management, and I will also create with the say on the same coverage type for non-management. If you see one coverage type, I created three different plans: executive, management, non-management. So now when I create three different coverage types, would you like to allow any employee to select two plans or one plan? I want to make it only one. Though I created three coverage types, I want to allow employee to choose only one plan, not three plans. So in that case, I will say only one election.
Got it. That makes sense now. Thank you.
No problem. So let me save this record. Provider we have, coverage type we have. Quickly, we'll create a benefit plan. And today we'll talk about worker plan eligibility also. So which date we will select? It's okay, we'll select this date, Jan 1st, 2022. Company owned trust, plan type retirement. Then it will ask us Coverage type here. Coverage type is ADM 41K. I'm not giving the name because I want to display this name itself. Hence, I'm keeping it as blank. And this one, I want to give some description like AMD 41K is mandatory benefit plan for regular employees. And if you want to maintain some URL, if this benefit plan is provided by some third-party vendor, they will maintain some website, and you can just copy paste the website details here so that the business users whoever wants to they can refer it. Okay. And if the group policy is there, then we can give the GPN number. It's just for references. So who is eligible or who is going to participate as part of this benefit plan? So let's select USA regular employees. USA salaried. And worker plan eligibility we will talk today. And I'm making the employee has to enroll. So enabling this checkbox. What does it mean? Auto enroll means you are forcing not forcing. There are certain plans which employee has to choose mandatorily. They cannot skip the plan at all. For such plans, we can enable the checkbox auto enroll. So which means employee has to choose this plan. Okay. And then frequency, let's select as monthly. Earning and deductions in the last session we created, right, sir? The similar to that the payroll team will create. When they will create automatically, it will be available, it will be defaulted here. Or if payroll team already created earnings prior to you creating the benefit plans, you have to group it here. The earning will be available here so that you have to map it. Okay. So let me repeat two options. By the time when you're creating this benefit plan, payroll team is already created deduction, directly map it here. Directly map it here. If payroll team is not created any deduction and you are first configuring, then later they will group it. Okay, just Workday give the flexibility. If payroll team is in advance, then benefits configurations you can assign. If benefits team is in advance, then payroll, ignore, payroll team will assign later. Okay. Contributions. So in some countries, the retirement savings is percentages. Some countries, the retirement savings is amount based. So Workday gave the flexibility here. Now let's go standard process. The minimum contribution is 0. The maximum contribution, if you want to give, you can give 16%. Okay, 16% of per annum? No, 16% of frequency per month. Whatever the employee salary is coming in, on that, we are calculating 16%. Okay. And then if it is an amount, assume this is not a percentages. If this is an amount, you can give minimum $10, maximum $100. You can give here, which means employee can contribute between these two values, not beyond this, not lesser than this, if it is amount based. And what is the employer contribution? Employee, okay, employee can contribute 0 and maximum the employee can contribute 16%. Fine. How about employer? If employer is not contributing, only employee, select none of the above. If employer contributing, then select this employer contribution percentage. And then let's say employer also contributing around 6%. Employee maximum can contribute 16. Employer at flat level is contributing 6%. Okay. And
can I ask you a question on this?
yes.
So what about if the employer will contribute, let's just say 50% of the, they have maybe a percentage. For instance, if you as an employee contribute, max they'll do 6%, but in order for you to get 6%, employee has to contribute 6%. So every dollar per dollar.
Okay. You're saying if employee contributing 16%, employee has to contribute 16%. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, you can look at it that way, or max the max that the employer can contribute is 6%, but employee has to contribute 6% to get that. Anything over 6%, so let's just say employee contributes 10%, the max the employer will give is 6%.
Okay. So
Yeah.
normally, sir, you have the flexibility. You can override the values. What we will do is we'll give the maximum number here. Okay. So the always this number will be lesser than this number, right?
Hmm.
So that way we can work. But these retirement savings plans, mostly it will be based on the country legal rules. So we are well aware what is the maximum limit. And payroll system has ability. So here I can give, for example, here I can give, let's say employer is 6%. And okay, let 1 second, sir. I will give one example. Let me do one thing. I will give a overview first because it's not controlled in our benefit plan. It is controlled in our payroll system. I will explain. For now, please hold the plan. You can scroll down. Here we will maintain the limit, sir. What is the maximum limit? What is the maximum limit we can maintain? Okay, so this has to be maintained by Workday. If you go inside, whatever the percentages you are giving at plan level is not being considered only. It's just for calculation. How much employee at the end he has to contribute, Workday will maintain here annual limit.
Okay.
So it is not in our scope. Our scope is just to enter amounts or percentages. Payroll system has to stop if an employee already met this maximum contribution. Let's say a management level employee can contribute till this amount in an annum. A highly compensated employee can contribute first 5 months itself, this much. 6 months onwards, Workday will stop deducting 401k for that employee. Why? Because he already met the upper limit.
I see.
Right, sir? Yeah. So percentage amounts at benefit plan level, it's just numbers. Payroll system has to take the call, sir, here.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. So just I will read the benefit plan which I'm creating.
So in this case, you can even, instead of 16%, you can put 100%. But of course, the payroll will determine what the limit is and stop the deduction in this
Of
case,
course,
right?
that also
Yeah.
works.
Okay.
Yeah. We normally we'll give the 0 to 100% full salary also you can contribute,
Yeah.
but that amount should not be greater than $22,000 into.
Correct.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good one. So this is external payroll deduction, sir. This is in-house payroll deduction. What is the difference? If you have payroll within Workday, we will create deduction here. You remember in last session we have
Yeah.
configured.
Yeah.
If it is external means you are processing this deduction in ADP, here you have to map the deduction. Okay.
So in
So
this case, if you're using ADPs to process payroll, you need to map that over here with the ADP payroll code and all that.
correct.
Okay.
Okay, simple plan. Any questions on plan config, sir?
No, thank you.
Okay, let me save this record. Now the next event is benefit event. We will get new event called AMD retirement savings account. What we are offering is retirement savings account AMD 41K. Worker selectable, yes. Now here you see, sir, I'm not giving any date, okay? In last session, I gave some field here, enrollment effective date. Now remember, I'm not giving any value. So I would like to show what is the Workday default value. And this plan is applicable only for country USA. So I'm selecting restricting country USA. So days to enroll on event date itself will give timeline of 1 month once the plan is initiated. And again, I'm saying the rest of things, a lot many things we have to discuss on the screen. Basic things still I'm discussing. Okay.
Yeah.
Saving this record. Now we'll do grouping enrollment event rules. Then only plan is available to assign. So access the task, edit, enrollment, event rule. Sorry. Okay. Now on the starter web coverage, select the arrow button. This is standard. Select your event, the one we configure retirement. Select the coverage type AMD 41K. Would you like to allow the employee to wait to get this eligibility? If yes, you can give. And one thing we have to remember here strictly, when you mention waiting period, this is applicable only on open enrollment. It's not applicable if a benefit partner, for example, I gave 90 days or 90 days from the hire date. By default, it will pick up hire date. It means it does. I'm sorry. If you're going with open enrollment, then waiting period will work. Though I give 90 days, a benefit partner initiating the plan, he can initiate the plan from the hire date itself. Okay, so during open enrollment, I will explain. For now, let's go 0, no waiting period. And then on event date, coverage, I would like to start on event date. We have some drop downs, we'll talk. Since second session only, we are in basic. Coverage on event date means once the plan you assign to an employee, whatever the effective date you will select, from the effective date, the plan is eligible. Coverage begin date, sorry, deduction when you want to start from employee's paycheck, once the coverage will be begin. Okay. And then go to coverage rules. These two are important. This is for to allow the employee to allow the employee Ben partner to choose the plan. This is for defaulting rules. So here, sorry, similarly same thing. Select event type, select the coverage type. Benefit plan changes allowed. Can select any plan or current plan. Can select any plan. So what are all dependent changes you want to allow? Healthcare we will select. This is not for 401k, only employee eligible. Default to current election priority coverage are waived. So we have to walk through each and every example. So then I will discuss. I'm selecting currently standard ones. Any questions on the screen? For now, remember, starter wave coverage rules only we have configured with basics.
Okay.
Okay.
No question.
Okay, sir. Saving this. The next step is assign the plan under plan year definition. Then only it is available to assign and default. Access the task. Since we already created one benefit plan year task, access the task, edit. I'm not creating a new one. I'm just going with our existing one. Edit benefit plan year definition. Select the benefit plan year definition from here. IMD. Okay. I'm sorry. Is someone has created or is not ours? Ah, wrong task. So retirement savings, our plan should be available here. 401k. One thing we have to remember here, sir.
Mm-hmm.
By any chance, if you're not able to see a plan under your plan year definition, reason one, the plan might be configured with future dated, not in 2022. It has been configured with 2023 effective date. Then the plan won't be available here. Reason two, the plan might be inactivated. Okay, if you're not able to see a plan here, means either of the reason.
Okay.
Okay, right. Now the plan we have grouped. Now it is available to assign. So we'll go through one worker and we'll see how the plan works. Select worker related actions, benefit changes, change benefits, change reason the event one we created, retirement savings. It will ask you now event date, submit by election. This is the one we are trying. I said a field, there is one field, right? You can override the field, whatever. So some of the employees may not be aware what is event date. Instead of that, I want to give a meaningful way, something like this enroll. This is the date from when from your benefit plan is effective. Let me show one example. Remember, it's benefit event. Okay. So now what I will do? Can I no version? I will go back. I will select this worker. Later we'll do testing. Edit benefit event. So I'm going to override this benefit event date to something different. Now we cannot. Sorry. No. It is there still. I can override. So I'm going to override to, by default, it will pick a benefit event date. I'm going to override to effective date from the let me put this way. This is the date you're enrolling into the plan. So instead of workday delivered value, I'm just overriding with our simple layman language. So now when I select OK, if I go to the same employees, now see instead of benefit event, we're able to see something different. Can you see now?
Yes.
So it's now it's giving some proper meaning. Select the dates, sir. 1st of February will select. And if you see here, when I said 1st of February, I'm not able to see any plan, which means either my configuration is incorrect or this employee is not eligible for the plan. When you gave this effective date, it should display what are the plan we have mapped here. It's not displaying, it's written 0. Now we have to troubleshoot why this is not coming in. Now let's see how to troubleshoot. I have an employee. What is his effective hire date? 2000 past date. So he is eligible. Full-time employee. Employee in New York, USA. Is this employee salaried or not? I could see he is a salaried employee. He is eligible. But why the plan is not available? So further I want to test. What I will do, I'll go to the related actions. Go to benefits. Benefit election, sorry. Benefit results, view benefits eligibility. He is not eligible for any plan. So here it will list out all the plans the employee is eligible. But I could see he is mapped under hourly. Our plan is salaried. Okay. So how come he is mapped here? Let's see our plan eligibility rule. Now let's troubleshoot.
That's only salaried.
Yeah. Further we'll go. Okay. Just a second. Okay. Now assigned organization global modern service, which means the employee should be part of this organization. An employee should be in active status, that is there, ISA, and hourly compensation plan worker is empty. So he should not be a hourly wage employee. So now let's see whether this employee is part of this organization or not, whom we are testing. Where I can see that information, I can go to job and then organizations, more organizations. He is part of that company. He met the requirement one. Second thing, he met the requirement two, that is pay rate type is his employee is active, he is not terminated. Everything matching. Third thing, the rule itself is incorrect, I believe, hourly. Let's see that. Yeah, again, benefit plans. Instead of this, we'll change this to meaningful one. So actually hourly plan is not equal to true. That is not giving any sense. So I have changed properly, if any. So what does it mean? Employee should be part of this company, and employee should be country USA, and employee pay rate type is salaried. Okay. So further
Yep.
here also I will primary home address is United States of America, and then primary home address should match active employee. He is active. Everything is, I believe, matching. We'll give a try. His address also we will see to be in safer side. Sorry, contact information. Primary home address should be USA. It doesn't have home address only. Let me give a try. Okay. I said it's worker selectable. Change benefits. Reason AMD retirement. Effective date, let's say some random. I can still not see the value. Let me try this way. I proxy his account. No. His primary address should be USA. That is not given here, sir. Let's update that information. Edit. Primary address is blank. So this is the reason he is not eligible for the plan. Second, please help me. New York pin code.
Let's do. Oh, that's a good one. Let me find it. Here, let me give it to you. Give me. Try 10006.
0006. Thank you, sir. Hopefully it won't trigger any approval. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's successfully completed. But how come it's successfully not required? Not required. Makes sense. Now we'll go and see if it should update it or not. It's updated. It should work now. Okay, still it's not. Let me try this. Another check is I have selected. I will proxy his account. No proxy option.
I think could it possibly be because the 401k is only configured to salaried employee, and Carolyn is listed as hourly, maybe?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think I saw Carolyn is listed as hourly employee.
Then that is incorrect. Where?
If we go, I think, where's the personal profile?
Okay, not a problem. What we will do, alternatively, we can see here too.
That's somebody, yeah.
The job profile, if you go under job profile, so if they are not, oh, individual contributor. Okay, let's see the pay rate type too. No pay rate type defined, sir. Then how he will get eligibility?
Yeah.
Now let's edit this. Go to catch. Let's say I will assign pay rate type. So they are the one way it is good to learn. So you can see where and all issues are coming in. So pay rate type. USA. One, he doesn't have address in USA. That is failed. Second thing is
Salary now.
pay rate type. It's eligible rule we have, but worker level it doesn't have. So let's check again. Should work hopefully.
Hmm.
Let me try for someone else. Let's try for Logan.
Yeah, shows up for her.
Somewhere the eligibility rule is not matching that worker, sir. Or else, let me tell you why it is not coming for that worker. Let me select someone else who met the eligibility. USA. And job profile pay type is there. They are not met in pay type. Okay, but will we able to?
What about current job exempt? If you click on,
Job we since we are not assigned in our eligibility rule, this is not going to play a key role, sir. If you
no, it's
include,
not.
then
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I got the issue. What is it is, but for confirmation, I need one person who. Okay, let's do one. John Davidson. We have to proxy into their account. Then only we can see. But here proxy is not enabled for them. Let's see. I can do 3 tasks. Or else, let me tell you, sir, why it is giving this way. I will tell. I will benefit event. And Caroline Johnston. Caroline Johnston. So we have raw data in this tenant, sir. We have to proxy his account, then only we are able to see. But proxy is not enabled. But plan is eligible that we are able to see. Let's do one thing, sir.
Could we
Consider
possibly the reason why maybe that AMD 401k is not showing it, if I remember correctly, when you created that plan, I think you did a January 1st, 2021.
But the date which you are selecting after the January 1st, 2021, right? It should be available, sir. Date is not issue.
It's not an issue.
Date is not issue because if you set prior to the date, it won't be available. If you set after the configuration date, it should be available.
It should be okay.
What we're not able to see here is I have selected worker selectable. Okay, to make it simple. Now see, it should work. I will give the admin permissions. Now it should work. Somewhere it is eligibility is maybe this employee not eligible, I think. Somewhere it's hitting, but it's better to troubleshoot so that you will get an idea how to proceed. For now, I will show how the plan works. Now I removed worker selectable, right?
Yeah, so it's not going to show up here.
Just a second. Submit. Now plan is should be default, sir. Should not allow the employee to select, okay? It should default. When I select manage, see only one is triggered, working as expected, manage. It's not allowing you to waive off. Why? Because we selected auto enroll.
Yeah.
Automatic has been defaulted. But if you see this is defaulted, it is good, but it's not allowing the employee. Oh, maybe in the next page it will. Sorry. Yeah. Here you can update how much the employee wants to contribute. And here he has to add the beneficiary.
Mm.
Existing I will take his dependents, how much they want to contribute. You can select more than one also, 100%, but not more than 100%. If I give 101 also, Workday will throw error message. So if something happens to Logan McNeil, her dependent Megan McNeil should get 100%. Or if they have multiple employees, I mean multiple dependents, they can select this way, 50% to spouse, 50% to child. This also works. Okay. Save the record and review sign on. Submit. Sure, like you can print out. We'll go to Logan's profile. Okay.
Okay.